NickyMGTV here. I make military videos about military. I've been in the military for 12 years, Navy specifically. Corpsman, been with the Marines as far as that goes. Had a little bit of ship time, but independent duty corpsman, if that provides any context. But I'm going to talk to you guys about boot camp with the Air Force and compare that with my Navy experience. Love to hear your guys' experience down in the comments below. Definitely react along with me and see what this is all about. Is it really as soft as they think it is? Stay tuned.
There tends to be these rumors about BMT is soft.
Yep, that's still true. Oh, look how tough she is.
BMT isn't like what it was back in my day.
Clean my deck!
We have to be a war-fighting force that's capable of fighting on our three forefronts. So
to be fair, we don't do
all
pugil
about the
sticks.
lethality of our airmen.
Believe it or not, the tactics we're trying to teach you today might save your life!
That is true, though, everywhere.
What brought about the change is a recognition of what our senior leaders are saying. We need to be ready, we need to be lethal. We don't know what the future holds, but we need to be ready for it. And so we stepped back and said, okay, if we're gonna have a more ready airman, what does that look like?
We look to purposely move folks into a warrior mindset that they can understand that they can deliver a punch and take one as well. What we wanted to do was give birth to a beastlier beast.
I didn't know they actually did rifle work.
That was resequenced as the expeditionary culminating training event that includes now more hand-to-hand combatives than it's ever contained before.
This documentary is older because of uniform, by the way.
That is going to allow that person to feel tested at every turn, to be able to feel tested as an individual, but also tested as a team.
Don't stop, come on.
Definitely making this feel a little more intense, I think, than it is, but it's okay.
So I've
done this stuff too.
The impression, lethality, and readiness means that that's a physical component. There are important resiliency aspects that we get after here, and small group facilitation is a perfect example of just one of those.
Well, just physically fit, we'll be good, right? No, sir. Why not?
The new curriculum, it is based on critical thinking. Airmanship is one of those arenas with a multitude of topics that can mentally prepare people. And
we have classes like that too.
You are giving trainees an opportunity to begin critically thinking way earlier in their careers than some of us had the opportunity to. We're just giving them a way to think about, what would I do if I was in this situation? Would you sign off saying that you know how to do a task when that task could mean life or death for a crew and a pilot? These are things that some of these trainees have never thought about in their lives. And since they already have that foresight, it's going to make their decision making.
That's why attention to detail. We do log decks or deck logs and things like that to make sure that we document properly. You don't we say gun decking.
They're wicked smart. They're smarter than I was. They look at problems and they have a desire to solve them. They're not okay with just, being told to shut up and color. And so we still tell them to shut up and color, but we also give them a couple crayons instead of just one.
I would say giving them the tools, different ways to attack a situation. That's the military in general.
Talks about how the Air Force we are building today is the Air Force that we will be fighting with in 2030. And we need airmen who are willing to attack that problem, and that's what we're trying to create here. So if you're going to come and join the Air Force, you got to bring it. You got to come and get ready to earn it, because we're not just going to hand it to you.
I guess I need to bring it then, right? Basic military training, gateway to the Air Force.
In 1946, the
very
gateway
young
to the
branch.
United States Air Force has gone through Lackland Air Force Base in San Antonio, Texas. Over 70 years later, a lot has changed. The bus ride from the airport.
Let me just say, they always have very extravagant buildings or monuments like you see here. Like if you look at the Air Force Academy, same thing. The way that their main building that you see in most of the photos is very extravagant.
However, remains the same. It's in these moments that the soon-to-be trainees question their choice.
Oh, I did. On that bus ride, definitely. I was like, what am I doing?
A lot. Not being able to sleep in. Not being able to kind of do a lot of the stuff you kind of take for granted.
Listen up, if anyone here
You're on military time from then on.
Hood up, take it off, or put it down.
I'd say anxiety is part of it. At least with me, I kind of get in my own head a little too much.
What was that gap, sir?
He brought a roller luggage. What a guy.
You
He's like, I'm here
in the
for
back of your mind,
vacation.
all this is done to break you down, to build you back up stronger than you were. But it's different when you have someone yelling at you, just, or in your face yelling at you.
Wait! Move! 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 Move!
I feel like it's being played up just like the
And
Making
I
a
believe in
Sailor
this
documentary
branch,
a little
and I'd love
bit, to be
part of this
honest.
branch, and so I'm not gonna quit. And I expect to have bad days while I'm in basic. I expect to have moderately good days.
Did you get to sleep on the first night? That's crazy. We were up pretty much the whole first night. We got like
Slowly
30
but
minutes to
surely,
sleep.
individuals
if that.
begin to realize the impact of working together. The flight becomes a team.
I definitely have flashbacks to
Marine Corps is like
week
one
and
pull
0
up or
week,
chin up,
and
that's
I
it?
see myself and I don't even recognize myself because I was in a shell and I was scared. And
Those
now
little tracksuits are pretty cool
I feel
looking
brave and that I can accomplish a lot more things than what 0 week me would have accomplished.
Uh-oh, the music is intense. Be ready, guys. Again, I'm still so, like a dual sick thing. I wish we did that in the Navy.
Beast Week, a final culminating event built to test each trainee's physical readiness and their mental stamina. The reward for the completion of this course is graduation.
My MTIs pushed me. I got encouragement from my wingman. I learned a lot through everything the Air Force taught me here in these past 8 weeks. And I just feel confident. I feel prepared.
Still got the boot glasses.
Family
That's
and
it.
friends make the same trip from the airport to recognize their airmen's accomplishments.
I just want to spend time with my family. I feel accomplished, of course. I feel confident. It's a great feeling. I feel, like I said before, it's good to be a part of something bigger than myself.
I think no matter what
Air
boot
Force
camp you
basic
go to,
military training
you're going to
doesn't take
feel proud
civilians
leaving.
and turn them into airmen. It molds them with precision and intent to supply the world's greatest Air Force with only those who seek to aim high, fly, fight, and win.
Because you just are not the same person that you literally left with, or that you're not the same person as when you got to boot camp, or when you were even deciding. Like, it's kind of weird how that happens. I wonder how we didn't wear civilian clothes at all. Like, we were stripped off of our stuff and we were given our PT uniform, and that was it. They were like, change over to PT uniform, and that's it. Look, they don't seem as tired as we were for some reason for our first day, but they don't have Dragon Lady. There's a Dragon Lady haircut lady that does it. Maybe this is their version, but they don't have the legacy of the Dragon Lady haircut. Honestly, joining the military was the first time I'd ever seen a vacuum hooked up to it, like a hair clip thing, which now I kind of get mad if there isn't one, because it is nice to have all that hair kind of vacuumed up a little bit, not totally, but a good amount of it, so you can still go about your day and not feel like you have to shower right after that, because I normally have to take one immediately after, but and I know every person, when they're done with this, they feel their head, and most of us have never had haircuts that short. So it seems simple, it's just hair, right? But then once you actually have to live through that, and you're like, whoa, we're all look the same. We all have no hair, and it just really changes it. When they did mine, I remember they're so aggressive. There's like just peeling your scalp back pretty much. Was not a pleasant experience. Like, you see how she's doing that? She's just like going over it. That's it.
Back your most side to your right. Third one, fill it in on the end down here. Make sure that card's put away back where you got
And
it.
we paid for our haircuts. I don't know if they pay for their haircuts here or not. Just want to put that out there. We have this Navy recruit card. I forget what it's called now, but where you pay for your haircuts every time. So they're technically not free, even though they're giving you a just buzz cut, and that's it. This kid thought he'd be smart. He's like, man, I got a military haircut already. They're already cutting it off. Yeah, buddy, they're going to take the entire thing off the top of there. You don't even get any of that until later in boot camp, where you'll get to have that. What if they left this kid just like that? Like the little horseshoe-shaped haircut. And they don't even have a rack. They've got racks, but not like a bunk bed like the Navy, man. Air Force, privilege. I think every other branch has that.
Make sure your hospital corners in 45-degree angle. Yes, sir.
Every boot camp they do, you're going to be in teams of like setting up your racks with your person next to you or above you or whatnot. Like, it's impossible to make by yourself.
Make these beds stay near perfect. Make it happen, go.
Are they using card? Yeah, I was going to say some kind of cardboard or something.
We are still having issues with hot weight. Make sure that the foot and the head. 5, 4, 3, 9, 8.
We said clean horizontals. So, all meaning wipe down, dust, everything. But
hey, where's the calm at?
you'll be surprised how much cleaning you guys actually are going to do in boot camp in general. Like the military overall, but boot camp especially. Like, it's literally just ensuring that germs don't get everywhere.
It needs to fall all the way down to it.
Of course, a great pair of New Balances, as every great boot camp has.
All edges are even and flush. ABU trousers. On your ABU trousers, you should be able to see there are no random dust bunnies or anything like that inside your clothing drawer. To the left. Folded in even stand t-shirts. They should be at the 6 o'clock position. Open in, facing all on the wall.
Yep. See how much folding and just like basic human care you see there?
Get up, man. Thanks. Hey, these beds need to be done. They need to be done. Let's go. Hurry up.
God, I hate it when they'd walk with that intensity and you're like, man, we were having a little bit of
You got an
downtime.
appointment here at 07. You're not going to do PT. So you, hey, East, where's East? Here, sir. East, you're going with him. Yes, sir. All right, so you guys need to change into ABUs. You guys got to go eat and then be done, be out of here by 07.
This must be very end of boot camp. This is very relaxed.
Yes. Yeah, give it.
Because you can tell he's let his guard down a little bit here in the beginning.
All these beds should be done before we fall out of the dormitory this morning.
To be honest, we were so in tune at this point that really the RDCs weren't even talking to us. If you're towards the end of boot camp.
Keep out there, just knock the dang thing out of the park. Yeah, there'd be no issues at all. Let's go, keep it moving, keep it moving.
Dang, yeah, that's garbage, bro. Oh, hold up, here we go. Okay. Better. Could be more of a hospital fold. Just gonna be honest with you. I slept on top of the sheets. I didn't even sleep under them because I just kept my bed straight how it was.
Let's go. Hey, I don't want to get down to the video. Let's go.
Oh, they have options for hair down or hair up, like or ponytail or bun.
Righty left. Left, left, lefty, righty, left. Left, right, keep it in step. Left, right, keep it in step.
I hate formation running. Like, you end up doing this like slinky effect. Some people run fast or slow.
Proceeding, sir. Proceeding, sir. Proceeding, sir.
So they are guiding right. That, I was gonna say the guy's or that girl's arm wasn't up.
Arms down. Turn against your left.
I'm confused. Was that double arm interval or single arm interval? Because that does matter. Some people had arms up, some people had arms down. So drill maybe needs some work.
Good, Walker.
We don't even do these sit-ups anymore in the Navy, so that's different. We now do planks. The Air Force loves running on tracks. So you have to run their PT test on the track. So it's still different than the Navy, where we're like, hey, if you find a 1.5 mile strip, run that. It has to be straight, it has to be flat, or it has to be so many degrees. Like, you can't be running on a downhill the whole way, right? Dang, that girl just did Usain Bolt on him.
You're running more than 1.5 miles. Let's go. Breathe out. Let's go.
A lot of that is breathing technique. Sucks. Yeah, she's done. She's gassed. That's it. Some people can crank these sit-ups out pretty nonchalant. Some people are just way harder, and I think a lot of it's technique too, to be honest with you. So I will say their PT uniforms are pretty nice. I actually don't mind the gray color with the navy blue shorts. I think it looks fine. Navy finally got away from that, minion suit with the blue shorts and the gold top. It was just too obnoxious. Come on, break 90. Let's go. Everyone in the Army is like 0, 0, 0.
3. Yes, sir. 1, 2, 3. Left, sir. Whaler, let's go. Force, sir.
Oh, that's weird. Some of them have the Nike boots in boot camp. Must be for a special reason, because typically those are not the standard issue, but I suck at marching. I'm not that good.
Stop parallel to the ground. Fingers extended.
So yeah, make sure it's all the way out, your left arm, and guide right. Your head's turned to the right.
Not slap your side when bringing that back down.
Some people think that makes it sound cooler or better, but not appropriate, right? In Navy boot camp,
You're going to assume the position of attention, and you're going to got it? Yes, sir.
We have different flags to symbolize where you're at in training, and you earn some based on how well your division does. So. You'll practice so much marching, it's insane. Just practicing for graduation too.
Come on. Yeah. That's it. Hustle.
Like I said, when with the Marines, we have to do training like this. They're in like a tire pit. That's not that bad. Like we were in actual dirt and mud doing it. So like, this is, in my opinion, a little more watered down. But I actually didn't mind this crawling stuff. It was kind of fun, to be honest with you. For the Marine Corps training we had to go through.
Let's go. Let's go. Get up here. Let's go.
They don't even have rifles in this, so I mean that's another
let's go.
how many pounds they're not carrying along, which in a real battle scenario they would.
Come on, guys.
They have some battle rattle here, which I'm sure their little flak they have here doesn't have a what we call savvy plates, which are like the bulletproof aspect of it. They're probably just the vest itself.
Let's go. We got too many people on this hill.
Keep going, keep going.
As you're just
keep your butt down.
You're staying there. All right, so that's my comparison with some of the things that you'll see in Navy boot camp versus what you'll see in Air Force boot camp that they have going on here. This is a very long video, so I'm probably going to break it into 2 parts just because it is 40 minutes, and typically people aren't going to watch a video for 40 minutes. But other than that, yeah, definitely, if you guys do have questions about this or anything else, you can always hit me up on Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, or down in the comments below. I love you guys. I'll see you next time.